Okay, guys, here's what I want you to do. I want to do a little introduction to this lesson 5-7. 5-7, but before we do that, actually 5-6, okay? But before we do that, this is like this whole unit on congruent triangles, right? Notice I got a little video about some guy with that little plane there. And then I've got some other pictures here at the bottom. We got a barn. We got the painting, the lady painting, home decor, and you got the lifeguard tower, which if you want to, you could find that on page 255. But what I'm wanting to do is go over the lesson first. So I'm going to, in theory, going to go find the lesson. Oh, look, here it is right here. Okay, so going all the way to the top, just want you to know that. And I forget how to do that. Oh, yeah. So I'm not too sure if you're seeing that or not. So I better just put it like this. Okay, that makes sense? Yes, that makes a lot of sense. So this is the reading, okay, proving triangles congruent by ASA and AAS. Now, they use this dynamic software. You could use, your Desmos geometry. Look, some of these guys we studied, some of those guys do not work, okay? So that's important. Here's the official lesson, okay? Using ASA and AAS congruent theorems. So what it is you're trying to prove triangles congruent. So here's these two triangles. You may have noticed I made a video about this where I did this live. But basically, this whole lesson is about this theorem. If two angles and the included side of one triangle are congruent to two angles and the included side of a second triangle, then the two triangles are, guess what? They're congruent. So you got a side, side, you got an angle, 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 side, angle. That's how that works. They're giving you a proof of that, which you could look at. Okay, now here's this other theorem, angle, angle, side. Now, please keep in mind, this is really angle, side, angle, because you know if two angles of one triangle are congruent to two angles of another triangle, then the third angles are congruent. That's how that works. Here's an example. Can you see if the triangles are congruent? Here's another example. Oh, that's a construction. We'll deal with that later. Here's another example where you're trying to prove the triangles congruent. So there you go. By the way, you could do this as a little video in Big Ideas Math. And then here you're using the AAS congruence theorem. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through these, step by step with you. And then I like this. This is like a summary. So these are 5 ways that you now have a proven triangles congruent. SAS, SSS, HL, ASA, and AAS. All right, so that's pretty cool. Okay, that's a good little summary. Now, I want to take a moment and go through those. Um, go through those. Oh, here we go, right here. Okay, examples. So here you go. Here's example. Here, let me move this down a little bit this way. Okay, so here's example 1. Can the triangles be proved congruent? How about the left and the right triangle? We got an angle and we got a side. What else can we see? Ah, ah, ah. Okay, so here's the solution. Got vertical angles. We got what? Angle, angle, side, right? Okay. How about the second one? Remember, in B right here, there's no sides, right? Makes sense. Now, what about the C guy over here? Okay, see the two triangles? We got an angle, angle. Oh, look, we got the common side. So, what do you say about that? Yeah, It's got that common side. So yeah, they are congruent by angle, side, angle. All right, that's that example in your textbook. I just wanted you to see that. All right, now let me move this over here, okay? All right, so this is a really great problem. Can you prove the triangle's congruent? Okay. Now notice we have parallel, right? We got one side that's given. Well, hold on a minute. Don't we have vertical angles? Can we do alternate interior angles? Okay, right? So that's how this works. So hold on. So we make a little chart, parallel, given, alternate interior angles. That's the angle. We got the common side. That's a side. Can we get another pair of angles? Why, yes, we have vertical angles. So do we have ASA? Why, yes, we do. So that's a good little proof using the theorem. So we don't have to reprove things over and over again. Just use these theorems that we talk about. How about this guy? Write a proof. Okay, well, you may say, hey, Mr. Staples, these are right triangles. Why can't we do hypotenuse leg? We got the hypotenuse right here. Yeah, but this isn't saying they're equal. This is saying they're parallel. You go like, okay, I get it. Well, let's go through it step by step. Number one, draw your columns. Number two, your given was they're parallel. That should be parallel there. Oh, what would be alternate interior? Those angles would be alternate interior. Now you see, we've got an angle, and a side. Angle, angle, and what? A side. So we can prove them congruent by angle, angle, side. You don't have to, all you have to do is just mention AAS. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. And that's all I wanted to share with you on that, the reading, so you understand a little bit better, hopefully. Thanks.